Welcome to the glamorous Ace Alpha Awards 2022, a night filled with celebration, recognition and felicitation. Ace Alpha Awards rewards outstanding achievements in the field of architecture, design and construction. The event was also a platform for insightful conversations among industry stalwarts and business leaders.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's that epic night. I love this. So moving forward, for what's gonna be rejuvenating and rebounding, I'd like to call our own Messiah on stage, one of my closest friends. I'd like to call Mr. Sumit Gandhi, founder Acetech, to share his views. Please bring it up for Mr. Sumit Gandhi.
Can we have a huge round of applause for him, ladies and gentlemen?
Dear distinguished guests, industry stalwarts and all my friends and well-wishers from the entire building material and construction architecture industry. Great ideas, new breakthroughs and innovative creativity is what the architecture, design, build and construction industry is all about. And this evening, we give due respect and recognition and felicitate our achievers for leading the industry with a thought leadership. This is a journey destined to go on, surge ahead into the future. I congratulate all those who will receive their awards and accolades from here, and thank every one of you who has come here to applaud and appreciate the achievers in their moment of glory.
Welcoming on stage, Chairman and Founder of Anarock, Mr. Anuj Puri.
I just want to quickly say is that the Indian real estate market is doing stunningly well, and touch wood, it continues to do well. The burning desire of the youngsters, the millennials, to go out and buy residential continues. We thought that this was going to be a pent-up demand. Soon after COVID, this was going to die away. It hasn't, and it has continued to flourish. Clearly 2022, the first 9 months of it has overtaken the sales of 2019 itself. So the first 9 months we've overtaken the sales of the full year 2019, and we believe that 2022 will overtake the sales of 2014, which was the best ever year. Not only that the residential market is doing well, the hospitality seems to have bounced back. Again, there is a revenge tourism that is coming in, warehousing, industrial, doing exceptionally well, data centers, and even commercial office space. One thing that we thought may not really come back so quickly was the offices, but we're delighted. We're pleasantly surprised the way offices have come back. So clearly, the Indian real estate market seems to be bucking the trend of more mature markets, and hopefully some of the headwinds that we are seeing at a global level do not impact the Indian economy, and certainly, hopefully, it does not impact the Indian real estate. So we're going to have a good evening. We're going to have some fun. I'm going to invite Mr. Niranjan Hirandani to come up on stage and say a few words.
The infrastructure in the next 5 years in the Mumbai region is going to be far in excess of any other city in India. For the last 60 years, we had 190 kilometers of railways. The Western Railway, the Central Railway, the Harbour Line, 190 kilometers. In the next 5 years, we are going to add 300 kilometers. Wow. That's unbelievable. We are going to have a new international airport. We are going to have a cross-harbour link, and that will add half the land of Mumbai will be added on. So the whole city of Mumbai, half of that area will be added on just across the harbour. So India is going to be great for the next couple of years. And all those people who are supplying materials to builders and developers who are here today, I promise you, don't look outside India. India is going to grow much faster than you can imagine. So please woo all these big listed builders, or me also. I'm not listed, but you can still woo me a little bit, and I'm sure that you will do it.
It's now time to listen into an insightful panel discussion with industry experts.
How do you encourage creative thinking in your organization?
First of all, we did away with the paradigm that said, just because you're older, you know more, right? It's about and I think I learned a tip or two from you where you said that you were taking mentoring classes from those who were younger than you. I truly believe that I would not say untrained mind, but a mind that has not been through too many rigors has a lot more in terms of creative freedom. And they are a lot more expressive, a lot more bold, a lot more clear with what they want. We have to be watchful as to, at least the way I have grown up, I have to be watchful about other people's feelings, how exactly it'll be taken. But you ask a youth something and they'll just give it to you pat on the face, right? So I think that is great. The other thing is to keep your eyes open, to everything that happens around you. Look at this place, like we just spoke about. It took somebody from outside our industry to be able to envision something like this and have the ability to create it, right? So you have to keep your eyes open and go around the world and then put your money where your mouth is. If you believe in something, go for it. I think the third thing to be creative is keep yourself surrounded by as many creative people as you can. People with open minds. People who are ready to share with you. Like Niranjan Bhai so openly shared all the secrets of real estate, or at least all his learnings over life, right? And he actually welcomed everybody from all over the country saying that, look, there's tremendous potential out here. I think if we can have this spirit of sharing, being on a panel like this today to be able to learn, I think these are the things that keep your mind creative and your juices flowing.
Ashish, after 3 decades, you have come back to Mumbai with a number of housing projects. How has the experience been till now?
I think a lot of people don't know, but I've been brought up in Mumbai. The company started in Mumbai. Fortunately, unfortunately, moved our focus to the south in about 85 when the software was entering Bangalore. So for us, in a way, it's been a homecoming. I think in the last 10 years, in terms of the main challenge, and I think the advantage the local players had, while I also think I'm local, being brought up here, I think the advantage the local players had was getting that approval done in a certain way that they wanted to do it. But I think in the last 5 years, I understand is that everything has been sort of streamlined. There is not that local advantage that one gets, and the potential is humongous. So, and starting from demonetization, GST, RERA, COVID, there's a huge consolidation that's happening across the country, more so even in Mumbai. And I think strong brands who have really have the right mind in the right place, focus on execution, delivering value to the end customer. No one in the world, I think, can disagree the potential and the demand for genuine quality housing in this country, and more so in Mumbai.
Hafiz, I'm going to come to you. I have a number of questions for you, but let me limit it to 2 or 3. There seems to be a lot of opportunity. We heard Niranjan Bhai, we've heard Baman, Ashish talk about the opportunity. I'm going to ask you the question is, what do you think is the biggest challenge that the Indian real estate faces today? And what is the biggest challenge that the Mumbai real estate faces today?
I would like to concentrate more on Mumbai, okay? Talking about Indian real estate is quite, difficult and, okay.
And time-consuming.
But what I am looking at, though my friend Niranjan has said, we are going to be having this, okay? Yes, we are going to have that. After how many years? After about nearly 60 to 70 years. Nothing has happened in between, okay? I have been saying it so often that Mumbai was the most premier city about, say, 30, 40 years back. When I was in school, the first flyover, the Kemp's Corner flyover was made in 58.
Wow.
Today, you go to any other city, they have 1 ring road, they have 2 ring roads. We are talking about the first West Side Freeway and something that is happening, something great. It has not happened. We built the Eastern Freeway. It takes me 15 to 20 minutes to come from Ghatkopar. But when I land at that place, then from there, which is virtually half a kilometer, it takes me virtually half an hour to 45 minutes. The planning in Mumbai is completely lacking. And look at the pricing. Our pricing, why would anybody want to come to Mumbai to set up an office? Look at, you're given all the statistics. You must be knowing statistics of other places also. And I'm doing work in other places also. Why would I, if if I'm not already settled, where I can get a house for 5,000, I can go to an office in 15 minutes, 20 minutes, where the office also is cheaper. Our pricing has gone completely out of hand. Okay.
Dhaval, I'm going to come to you. Couple of quick questions. One, do you believe that the residential market is in an upcycle for long?
So, Anuj, I personally believe, as everyone said, India is on a upward trend and a growth trajectory. Demand for housing is definitely on a higher side. I personally, and at least we as Indians are very much emotionally involved with our roti kapda and makan being a very emotional thing. So I think it is definitely going to be, housing demand is going to stay. It can be a house, it can be a flat, it can be a plot of land, it can be anything. But yes, with the demand and, with so much of still potential, I think as Hafiz Bhai rightly said, if we can make the city more artistic and better, it is just going to add more value to it.
Sanjay, I'm going to come to you. You're the most glamorous man on this panel. Real estate business has bounced back, post-COVID, or during COVID also it bounced back. What has the hospitality sector done?
Look, we've had a very strong rebound too, and it's been evident since late February of this year. And the good part is that it's not pent-up demand that's coming into play. It's actually natural and regular business that's back. We saw a lot of pent-up demand on the leisure side, but on the business travel side, it is the regular business which is back, which means it is not slowing down. It's, in fact, week on week, it's growing. You'll see strong growth in occupancies. You see phenomenal growth in the average room rate.
Even for business hotels?
Oh yeah, tremendous. You'd be
Really?
surprised.
Wow.
So let me give you some numbers here. Domestic business traveler is up it's 153% of 2019 numbers, which means it is 53% higher than pre-pandemic. That's on the domestic side. The foreign business travel is still to come back to its full strength. It's hovering around the 80% right now. But when that comes back, we're going to have a very strong recovery in this industry.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause to our panelists here. And, great discussion.
Ladies and gentlemen, to present the first round of awards, Shri Ashish Shelar. Ladies and gentlemen, Township Developer of the Year from Hiranandani Group, Dr. Niranjan Hiranandani. There you go.
I can only tell you one thing, that I feel privileged. I've known Mr. Ashish Shelar for 25, 30 years, but I can tell you that he's a wonderful friend and a great leader, and we're looking forward to a wonderful innings which he's taking care, and he's promised to make all the changes that Hafiz has asked about and more. So don't worry, Hafiz. When you have Ashish Shelar here taking after the city, he's going to make all the changes and more, and you'll be surprised, whatever it is. So I promise you, from what I know of him, it's fantastic. And he comes from our college in Bandra, where I'm a trustee, and he's my alumni. So when he commits that, it's done. Thank you.
Our next award is the fastest selling project of the year. Mr. Sandeep Runwal Group.
Up next, Ace Popular Developer of the Year, Mr. Boman Arinari Rostamji.
Promising new entrant in the industrial sector, Mr. Ashish Raheja Universal. Moving on, Affordable Housing Developer of the Year, Mr. Ashish Purvankara, Purvankara Limited.
आशीष शिलार सर, थैंक यू सो मच, आप हमारे साथ रहे, बट थैंक यू दिल से बोलता हूँ कि आप कितना अच्छा काम करते हैं सोसाइटी के लिए, भारत के लिए, महाराष्ट्र के लिए. थैंक यू सो मच कि आप आए दिल से.
Thank you so much.
Up next is our next presenter, Dr. Vijay Suryavanshi on stage.
The next winner rather is Promising Residential Developer of the Year, Mr. Rahul Thomas, Suraj Estate Developers Limited.
Real estate developer with the most innovative marketing campaigns, Mr. Dhaval Ajmera, Ajmera Group.
Hotelier of the Year, Mr. Sanjay Sethi, Shali Hotels. Next up, we have Ace Gold Architect, Architect Hafiz Contractor.
And thank you to our presenter as well. Thank you so much, sir. Keep the great work going. Please take your seat. Thank you, sir. Please give it up for our very, very special guest, woman of substance, Nari Shakti, Shaina NC. Shaina, with you are going to be two other legends as well. I'd like to call Anuj sir on stage, and of course, another stalwart,
Dhaval Ajmera.
ma'am and gentlemen, Innovative Architect and Designer of the Year goes to Krupa Zubin and Mr. Zubin Zainuddin ZZ Architects.
Commercial Design Firm of the Year, Architect Yatin Patel, DSP Design Associates.
Thank you to Shaina. Thank you to all our dignitaries. But Anuj, I want you to remain on stage. The super boss of Mr. Gandhi, Balbir Gandhi, to come and give a token of appreciation to Anuj as well, please.
Let's hear from industry leaders about their thoughts on ACE Alpha Awards 2022.
I think Acetech has done a wonderful job always, and I love the exhibitions that has been done, the creative world, the volume, the different varieties of materials that we all get. I learned so much about the new materials in these exhibitions and the connect that we get for that. So my congratulations to Acetech for a wonderful, wonderful work that they're doing. It's actually a service to the real estate industry.
I personally feel, events like this, and especially when ACE group does this, it always aces up the entire momentum. And it's good for the entire industry because you get to know the real insights and the talent of the entire industry coming out, and so much of hard work this city or these developers or the architects and everybody tries to make the city better, and it is much required for them to get appreciated of all the hard work.
I think it's great that ACE Alpha Awards has put together this entire production and show. Truly, these are the people who make in India. We talk about making homes in India. It starts and ends with all the builders, developers, and people who are into ensuring that we all have our homes, and affordable housing is the key. So I'd like to congratulate them.
The event was fantabulous. I think a very VVIP guest, legends of our field, and listening to them was fantastic. The format itself was very unique. I mean, I understood the kind of interactions we had with vendors was very encouraging. It's a integral part of one field. The whole interaction was very fruitful. And I think this is going to give us good amount of exposure to the industry and the new technologies, interventions and inventions.
I think it's very well organized. I think it's at a very different scale from what it has been before. So I think it's the right direction that Acetech is moving, and I think it's brilliant. The way the entire evening was organized was fantastic, and even the awards, very fantastically done.
Every year Acetech is bettering itself. And I was very, very pleasantly surprised this year the way you've married the entire real estate industry to the architecture, construction and interior industry. It's a fantastic platform to hear and share views. Acetech has always been a pioneer about products and about suppliers and about new materials, which we look forward to. But now with the addition of the real estate insight, it's an amazing experience.
I think Acetech has been the forerunner when it comes to, creating spaces that sort of inspire and share design. And they've taken this to a whole new level. What I see today, honestly, is a lot of passion from the top people in the industry who sort of made way here today. They were just not here for an event, but they had so much to share.
The event was very excellent, and it was very nice to see all our friends over here and sharing the same platform. This kind of event always helps the designers and the trade fraternity together, and it is a win-win situation for the trade fraternity as well as IIID.
We are basically a home electrical solution company, where we provide complete 360-degree solution for any home and offices, right from conduit pipes to cables to wires to switches to fans to LEDs. It's a mini automation, what you call a retrofit automation, to complete automation, and much, much more. The most recent innovation was the retrofit automation switch that we have, our i5 Wi-Fi switch, i5 Pro. And also what we have done is we have made an app which can control both the complete KNX automation along with our i5 Pro automation in a single app. Otherwise, usually it used to be separate. So we are able to bridge that gap and provide a single solution for the user.
This brings us to the end of ACE Alpha Awards 2022, a night of celebration with the leaders of today.